Let's have a look here on what the CEO of AWS, one of the major cloud providers, he was a little bit edgy even in his comments, like saying that this idea of laying off engineers for AIs is the dumbest thing companies are doing.
I was in a group, a leadership group, and people were telling me they're like, we think that with AI we can replace all of our junior people in our company. I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
And the main reason that he highlights this concern, this perspective, is really because this new generation of engineers, they're really engaged with these AI tools, modern technologies. Probably you already have this experience, or maybe you are a junior person that is really engaged and willing to be curious, go around, ask questions. And I feel that this is the same with AI. If you have a junior engineer that's really curious, that's driven, that is trying to resolve the problems, he will ask people around, and he can do the same with AI. If something is not working, he can try to troubleshoot, he can try to get some perspective before even raising that with a senior engineer to did this research and I found this or I saw that, I'm in the right path. Like they can present better questions to senior engineers. And I believe that's something that junior talent that are really engaged, willing to leave a mark, they are going to succeed. And companies, in fact, they need that type of person. And it's not only having some code base or a lot of AI tools there just parked that will make all this work happen. They need people driving that, engaging. And I believe that this is the perspective here that we have from Matt Gurman, the CEO of AWS, encouraging people to keep on track with this AI usage and bringing a good perspective in the industry that things are really looking positive, contrary from few CEOs that are painting a picture of a doomed culture, like a doomed new generation of engineers that they will not have jobs. Sometimes they are offering some coding tool or visual coding tool, getting all this hype in the industry that now we don't need engineers because they are selling some product that is trying to offer that. I consider also that this perspective from Matt Gurman is also relevant like when we see the real struggles in the business, like all the communication between cross-functional teams. That's something that AI can't really do or understand well, like all the business requirements, or if there is a requirement that was raised to deploy a new solution, to build a new product. AI can't really go there in the floor and see what customers are doing or really dig into the details with the business stakeholders to get more clarity on that requirement. And while we are looking into this perspective of CEOs, it's also good for us to take a look on the research, what is really happening in the industry and how are these things traveling, like are they really working out in the real world? Because we have a lot of people with this perspective sharing good ideas or maybe sharing fear in the industry. But when we look into the data, there is a recent report, a recent study from MIT that shows that 95% of generative AI pilots, they are failing. That means that only 5% of the projects they are really working using generative AI. So when we look at all these efforts with AI, we can see that the success rate is really, really low at this stage. That doesn't mean that companies are going to stop trying. We all know that there is potential in the technology. And I believe that for us as engineers and also aspiring cloud engineers, it's good to look into the industry with this perspective. There is a lot of trial and error. And sometimes even for our career, it's important to consider like, okay, I will deploy a project, like sometimes that will fail or we need to fix that. And we can see that this is happening with AI. There is a lot of expectations in the industry, but we can see projects in the real world, they are failing. Let me bring you another perspective from the CEO of NVIDIA, which really resonates with my beliefs that we are not going to run out of opportunities unless the world run out of ideas. And have you ever seen companies running out of ideas or business, not trying to innovate, deliver better digital customer experience for their customers? All the companies, they are trying to do that in a better way. And this is what will really propel all AI and cloud usage forward. So we see all these companies, they are going to have new solutions to be implemented. So if you are fearing your job loss, I would keep skilling up and consider that some task-based jobs, they will change, some maybe even disappear, but professionals who thrive will be mainly the juniors who build a technical mastery while knowing how to use AI to their advantage. And if you want to truly future-proof your tech career, not just by working in a safe, high-demand field, but by also developing the business and communication skills that give you confidence and authority to never fear being replaced or laid off, check out my Cloud Career Training. It's a complete roadmap designed to take you from zero to job-ready cloud engineer in just a few months by focusing on what actually matters to get hired.